Massive shout out to Blazing Boost for sponsoring today's video. If you guys are struggling to get any Destiny content, so that goes for exotics, armor, anything you guys want in the game, Blazing Boost can provide. And I've actually got you guys a discount code of 10%, so make sure you check out the link in the description and the pinned comment for that 10% off. Now, the feedback I've had from my audience and the feedback over on their reviews, they do also have a 5-star Trustpilot review with over 9,000 reviews. So if that doesn't say something, I don't know what does. So check them out. Like I said, link in the description, and let's jump straight into today's video. Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to be showing you one of the best Hunter PvE builds in the game. Now, I've done a lot of testing on this and I have found out that this seems to be one of the best setups for most activities. Now, it is very versatile, so you can change a lot of these options with a few other mods as well. So it's a really good build for everyone watching. But before we do start with today's video, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, drop a like on today's video. Let's try and aim for 200 likes on this build. I know it is a lot, but you guys have been smashing it lately, so check it out, and hopefully you guys do drop a like and sub. But we're going to start off with the build. So the class that we're running is going to be the new Stasis build. Now, I haven't made a build on this yet this year, so I've been testing a lot of things out, and this is what you're going to want to run for it. So you are going to want to have the Glacier Grenade and Shatter Dive unlocked. If you don't have these unlocked, then you'll have to unlock them for this build, but I'm pretty sure most people watching will have these two things right now. So once you've got that, the weapons I've decided to pair with this are the Wither Horde. Now, these weapons I've chosen, guys, are going to be for DPS. Now, the Wither Horde comes with Primeval's Torment, projectiles fired by this weapon blight the target or nearby area of impact. So I'll show you how to use this most effectively. Then we have gone with the Ikelos SMG. Now, I did say I was going to make a build on this SMG if you haven't seen my previous video. So today's a build, and we're running the one that we did have yesterday. Now, the main reason for that, I'll get onto that later, but it is for war mine cells. And then obviously we've gone for pretty much the go-to DPS king, the Falling Guillotine, and that does have Relentless Strikes, Whirlwind Blade, and Impact. So it's pretty much my god roll with a boss spec on. So that's this side sorted. Now, the exotic that makes this build work super well is the Frosties. Now, the perk that does help this a lot is increased grenade melee and dodge regeneration while sprinting. Dodging increases your sprint speed, so pretty much while you're running, you're getting all your class abilities back, which is really handy for this build, because what we're going to be doing mostly is we're going to be up in people's faces with these Glacier Grenades, and then we're going to be shatter diving the enemy for the most DPS, and obviously we do have these weapons paired. Now, this is where the build gets interesting, and I'm going to tell you the stats you're going to want to run. Now, for me, I think for the build, the best way to run this is high resilience, high strength, and high discipline if you can. I'd go for them three. Your intellect, your sort of super doesn't matter that much because it's not really a high DPS super compared to like your golden gun. So this build isn't for super. So that's what I'd recommend: high resilience, high discipline, and high strength. Now, because I'm a PvP player, this build isn't the best. This is just a PvP armor I do have on my Hunter. So starting off with the perks and mods, I'm running a resilience mod with submachine gun ammo finder, shotgun targeting, just because it's not really something you can use. I suppose we could put on shotgun ammo finder, which will probably work better for PvE. And then we do have taking charge. Now, this is an important sort of perk. Become charged with light by picking up orbs of power. Now, most of these perks are synergized, these mods that I do have, so make sure you're using the ones that I do have, otherwise this build won't work as good as it should do. Now, the second one that I'm using is Resilience mod. Bolstering detonation grants class ability energy when you cause damage with your grenade. So there you go, I've synergized that with the Frosties, so you'll be getting obviously your grenade back even quicker in your class abilities. Then we do have Focusing Strike, grants class ability energy when you cause damage with a melee attack. And then we do have this here, shield break charge. Now this is really good for nightfalls. Become charged with light by breaking a combatant shield with the matching energy type. So if you take out a shield like an arc shield or a void or a solar, then you are going to become charged with light, and I'll show you why that actually does work later on really well. Then we do have resilience mod, concussive dampener, reduces incoming area of effect damage from combatants. Now this just helps because we are going to be up close and obviously in people's faces with this build. And then we do have melee damage resistance, reduces incoming damage from combatants at a point blank range. Like I said, because we're up close, these work really well with this build. And then we do have radiant light. Casting your super causes nearby allies to become charged with light. So not only will this build give you charged with light, it'll also help your teammates out and where you will be doing more damage. Plus it gives you 20 strength, so why not? Now for the frosties, the ones that you are going to want to put on are shotgun scavenger, absolution, reduces all ability cooldowns each time you pick up an orb. So pretty much if your team is making orbs, your cooldown, your class abilities, especially with these frosties, are going to regen super quickly. And then we do have war mine protection. Defeating a combatant with a 7 Seraph weapon has a chance to drop a war mine cell. Now you guys know the war mine builds are just insane and definitely the best, so that is why we have paired it with the Kelos SMG, so we can get that. And then now for the cloak, we do have a resilience mod with outreach, reduce melee cooldown when using your class ability. So there you go, we're actually using pretty much what we need to for this. Now obviously if you need to use anti-barrier, if you're running it for a nightfall, you can change some of these perks. Like I said, it is a very versatile build where you can change it. And then we do have this here, high energy fire, which is what makes the build really good. And that is, while charged with light, gain a bonus to weapon damage. Each defeated combatant consumes 1 stack of charged with light. Not only that, you can actually swap this for Lucent Blade if you want, so your sword does even more damage. But for me, I prefer to have high energy fire just because I can use that with any weapon rather than the sword if the enemies are at range. So now I've talked through the build, hopefully you guys can see how good this actually is. Now I'm going to show you some gameplay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Sora's Harbour and show you why this is actually really good. But that's pretty much it from me. I'll leave you with a gameplay. Like I said, leave a like, subscribe, try this build out. Let me know if there's any better ones that you guys are using or how you can change it to make it better. And as always, I will catch you in the next one.